Can't go that way. There's a hologram in my way. Oh. 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 So I see. Huh. Watch this kill me.
I'll take care of support.
Executus Sagitta, huh? Huh. Well. Okay. Oh, I see on the bottom right there. I can see. That was a complaint I had in Xenosaga 1. Is I couldn't tell like when my enemy was ready to boost. And it was just happened randomly. My boost would build up individually across like different party members. But now I have a collective thing, being the player meter in the bottom right. And now I see that there's an enemy one, which shows like how much boost they have. I got it. That is definitely a big improvement over Xenosaga 1, isn't it? M, what does that mean? That when the enemy attacks? I don't know, man. Just do this. Why does that do 0 there? Nice, I have this boost turn here, so just, I don't know, triangle, triangle. Sure. Q. Ether turn. Means my ether attacks are stronger, right? Not like I've learned anything yet. Yeah, I have a couple boosts here. Memorize the current event slot. I have no idea what the hell that means, I'm gonna be honest with you. Huh, Momo was actually doing some pretty big damage here. How about you go again? And then we kill. See you later. It's also nice how it
I'm glad I could help.
tells me the HP straight up. I guess Xenosaga 1 did too, but I just didn't realize it for so much of the playthrough. There we go, everyone's level 9 now. Okay, the really big scary guy was not actually that big and scary as it turned out. Break the car. Lame. Can't break the cars. You okay, dude? My back! My back! Yujiro, you ran off without me. I can't believe you. But I've never been in a situation like this, and, you know, people naturally think of themselves first, so really, you could say I took the most natural course of action. No entry. Guess I'm going this way. Very steep stairs, man. I must say. So... Man, some dudes really friggin' want me. What the hell? What the heck? What? Yeah, I was about to say, they're U-tick, right? That answers that. You can see the exact moment that guy popped in. Oh, that's kind of a cool intro to the battle, though. I thought the net was going to hit me. I was going to go right into battle, but they actually had a little cutscene into it. That was kind of cool.
I'll take care of support.
How about you kill this guy instead? Okay, nowhere near as much damage. As the other dude there must have been hitting a weakness kind of thing. Maybe you were hitting like a specific zone or something or other. I don't know. Okay. I have the boost to burn, so I may as well. Otherwise, it's just going to be going to waste here. Okay, whatever the heck Chaos did there, it did some big damage. Do I just take 0 damage by like the first hit in each battle? Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Bruh, this is the beginning of the game. Crit, please. This is the beginning of the game. We literally just started and got my party proper. And she died again.
Not good.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Please. Oh my god, that did some big damage. Don't know why I'm able to keep on doing it with the circle at the end. Wow, Chaos just wrecks them!
May all your souls rest in peace.
Including my allies. Oh, that would have been a really nice amount of EXP for those two to get them up to level 10, but... I'm gonna need to really, really learn how to actually play. No. This game well. Uh-oh.
May we be victorious in this battle.
Oh. No, like, percentage chance or anything? I can just do it? This is the beginning of the game, and I am already just dying, man. Have you not? Do you know it? Like, hold on. Oh, you do know it. Okay, I was so confused for a moment there. I was gonna cycle Ziggy into my party, but I am also realizing that I used all of his ether. I'll do it anyway. He's got the most health here by far. What have we here? Yoink. Revive S. Okay. So then, do this. Nothing in there. Okay, go. Nothing in the bottom left there or anything. There's a save point. I forget if save points heal you in this game. Like, was that a thing where they, would just automatically heal you? Didn't have to use, like, a thing? Or anything like that? Yes. Unlike Xenosaga 1. 1228 right now. Go a little farther. Use the elevator? Yeah. There's a save point. Does that mean there's a boss battle or a big thing that happens, like, right here? Like my other ones, this might be a bit of a shorter stream as well. But I felt like just doing a little something more tonight. But I wasn't expecting with this game to be met with this insanity. So, I feel like even right off the bat here, I gotta really do some research into how to play this game well. But it's a niche enough game that might not be any good, like, YouTube guides or anything. Maybe I can consult game facts or something or other. Some old guides that someone made. Yeah, this looks like a boss battle to me, I would say.
A worthy adversary.
Libra. Huh. I started out with 2 boosts. That's pretty sweet. That didn't do much damage, did it? Thought I boosted. Why are you able to attack immediately? I'm doing, like, nothing here. Main monitor cracked. Someone in this party is also going to have to be, like, a dedicated healer. I don't think Ziggy's going to heal as well as Momo from what I saw in the menu there. Circle do more damage? No, not really. When there's 3,200 health to deal with here. Allies enemy.
Let's go.
Am I gonna have to grind those guys with the frickin' Ethernet there, or whatever the heck that is? This is an Ethernet! Okay, 60. Because that's kind of what it's looking like. I have a save point there where I can regain my health. I can, as I showed with Xenosaga 1, I have an emulator on my phone. I can put this on my phone. And, if I have some spare time or something like that, or, you know, just some passive time, I can be on my phone, make a little bit of progress. I can grind it. Like, I can absolutely do that. And those guys gave me a lot of experience. So maybe I have to grind, like, in the beginning part of the game. Like, I won't say the intro. The intro is like that prologue bit. But, like, the beginning of the real game with, like, the actual party members I'm going to be using throughout the playthrough. I'm already at a point where I feel like I have to grind. That is ridiculous. Because, just like, no. Name on or cracked. I feel like this
Not good.
is not happening. You know? This is not happening here. 17. Then a total of 200 damage, a little bit over 200 damage, to its 3,200 health that it has. Takes off like half my health in one shot. Like, maybe this game is intended for people that were already, like, diehard Xenosaga 1 players that would have already beaten that game. And are expected to already go into the menu and be making all sorts of setups with the old and new mechanics alike. Because, man. You know what would be interesting for me to look up? Maybe I should look up a speedrun of this game.
Sorry, everyone.
If there's anybody that's crazy enough to speedrun this game. And just see, like, how would people do it fast, optimally? Because surely they wouldn't be going and, like, taking time to grind against, like, those net guys. Surely they would just rig together some setup and just beat this now. I'm just kind of giving up on this at this point. So maybe I should look up that at some point. Yeah, this is not being beaten before Megaland. This will continue being a little bit on and off, especially as I take time to do research into how the heck this game works. I have to clear up some other games first, like Pokemon and Fire Emblem there that I'm going to continue working at. Pokemon, I feel like I'm getting there-ish. Fire Emblem, still a decent chunk left to go. So that'll still take me a while. It might be after Megaland that I commit to this game a bit more. I don't know. Yeah, game over. I am intended to win there. Might have to take some time to grind in this game as well, as it's looking like. In the frickin' beginning of it. Literally the beginning. Some of the first bosses of the game at all. And, end up beating Valhalla. No, I've been damage checked. So that's another one that I have to do as well. That's another good point. I want to do that before Megaland. I'm being damage checked, so I need to go figure out what the heck I'm doing. It feels like I already have to grind in this game. It's the beginning of the game. And I think I already have to grind. Oh, you plan to play at Megaland? Lots of fighting games. So, the things I'm going to play at Megaland, I'm running 2 tournaments for this event. One, Mario Tennis Fever, since that's like a new release. I've been doing tournaments for a whole bunch of like new Nintendo releases at the Mega FPS events. I'm working on those 2 trophies back there, because I'm going to do it as a doubles tournament. So, you know, it's going to be 2 people in the winning team, so I may as well do 2 trophies. Then I'm going to run a multi-fighting game tournament, because at Fragapalooza this year, I'm doing like a big multi-fighting game thing. And with all my JavaScript and Python programming in preparation for this tournament, and all these ideas I have in mind, I don't trust my systems I've been programming to just work flawlessly at Frag. So I'm doing a trial run at Megaland. A mini multi-fighting game tournament thing I'm still working out the details on. So, gonna be doing Mario Tennis Fever doubles tournament. Gonna be doing open ladder multi-fighting game tournament. In addition to that, probably just gonna be playing a lot of fighting games in general with my little cousin, since like we're doing this multi-fighting game tournament. Chances are before and after we're gonna be playing other fighting games. if I can beat Assassin's Creed Valhalla before then, I would like to start Assassin's Creed Mirage at Megaland, and then I keep Assassin's Creed games going throughout the year here, and hopefully it's one that's a lot better, because, man, I really hate Valhalla. So I'll start that. RJ and I are talking about doing a 50-turn game of Mario Party, along with his friend Nugget that's going to be there. So the three of us, plus potentially a fourth, if someone wants to hop in, might do a 50-turn game of Mario Party. And I asked him, like, any preference of what game we would do for a 50-turn game, and he said, it doesn't really matter. So I'm debating about something like Super Mario Party Jamboree, the Bowser one, where more and more Bowser spaces get added, and as he steals stuff, he adds it to the safe, and you can try to guess the code to the safe, because someone will get into that safe in a 50-turn game. Maybe we do something like Mario Party 5 on my Wii U that I've been rigging up, because that game, you set all sorts of traps around the field that just don't go away. So by 50 turns, like, every single tile is just like a danger tile, and there's constantly stuff happening. That'd be kind of crazy. Warned you before you started that Valhalla was going to suck. Yeah, but I didn't expect it this badly. Like, it's insane. And another thing that I'm thinking about starting is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because Final Fantasy VII I want to do Remake and Rebirth this year, because there's a chance that Remake 3 comes out next year, and I want to make sure that, like, the other Remake games are done before then, so I can play Remake 3 right as it comes out. I want to be on top of that. I started Remake at Janlan because it also released on Switch 2 that weekend. And funnily enough, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth releases on Switch 2, I think either the weekend after or before Megaland. So if I do Final Fantasy VII Rebirth started at Megaland, that'd be really fitting considering I started Remake at Janlan, and be really fitting with the release timing as well. So I think my plan is going to be Mario Tennis Fever tournament, multi-fighting game tournament, shit ton of fighting games, 50-turn Mario Party game, start Assassin's Creed Mirage, start freaking Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That's kind of my plan. So my hands are going to be full, and there's definitely no time for anything like Xenosaga Pied Piper. Which, speaking of, apparently that game is getting an official release on Steam and like other platforms, I heard, like the Japanese original. So I still have to play like the fan English recreation. But apparently, like, some studio came forward and was like, hey, can we just do like an official port that brings us to modern systems? And I guess Namco was like, sure, go ahead, or something like that. Something's going on. So apparently there is going to be like an official modern release of Pied Piper, interestingly enough, considering it was kind of lost media since it was released exclusively for like some old specific Japanese phone of the time, like before smartphones became the big thing. So yeah, it's cool that it won't be lost media anymore, at least. Final Fantasy VII remakes are a dime a dozen, but I can't hate it because they're still solid. I had mixed feelings about Remake. Like, mixed feelings. I generally enjoyed it, but I didn't think that it was like the greatest thing since sliced bread, like everyone that was telling me about it seemed to make it out to be. But also, if I do Remake at Megaland here, that means that before Megaland, I want to get this done. I wouldn't mind getting this done, and then maybe I'll do a little bit of post-game at Megaland. I would kind of like to have this done, ideally. We'll see. This is not getting done before then. And if I want to start Rebirth at Megaland, I still have a little bit of Final Fantasy VII Remake to do. I did beat the game of Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I haven't done Episode Intermission yet. The new Yuffie side story that they added with, like, the later enhanced release of the game. So, I think that's, like, 5 or 6 hours, something like that. So not too long. I could do it in, like, 1 to 2 streams, easy peasy. But my original plan was to do that at Megaland. But now with, like, Rebirth releasing when it is on Switch 2, I'm thinking, maybe I should, do Episode Intermission before that point, and then start Rebirth at Megaland. Or maybe I do stick with my original plan, and Episode Intermission is my start-to-finish playthrough of Megaland, and then maybe I start Rebirth at, like, Fragapalooza or something like that. Because, like, you know, maybe I just decide I don't care about coinciding it with the release of the Switch 2. Maybe it doesn't matter that much. You know, it's not like I have a massive audience for, like, my playthroughs or anything like that, so I don't particularly care. But, how insanely busy am I going to be during Fragapalooza? Is that a particularly good idea to even start it there? I've completely checked out of Pokemon after the travesty that was Scarlet and Violet. Is Legend ZA any good? No. But I'm still gonna wrap it up. So these are both on like one tile because I'm playing them like simultaneously. I'm playing both games at the same time. Like I literally have like 2 controllers on my lap and I'm taking turns switching between the 2. And I've beaten this now, but there's still like some events to do. I still gotta grind the stupid Infinite ZA Royale to get Eternal Floette. It's pain in the ass. Don't even know if I want to do it. So, have I done all the Mystery Dungeon games? Yes, except for the WiiWare ones. I technically have not done the Japan exclusive WiiWare ones yet. So I can do that at some point. But yeah, so most of these LAN events, I always like to have like one main start to finish playthrough. I'm going to be so busy with all sorts of just random stuff that I don't think I'm going to have a start to finish playthrough for Mega LAN. Like, it's not going to be the case. It's going to be a whole bunch of rapid fire, all sorts of different things this time around. Maybe I'll do a little bit of Xenosaga Episode II, because why not at this point? You know, maybe episode intermission will just become my start to finish playthrough. I could probably make a start to finish playthrough of a really short game that I've wanted to do for a while. Something like Journey or something like that. Like a 2-hour long game. Or maybe I finally play through Portal, which is only like 3 hours. Maybe I finally play that game. I don't know. Or maybe I do a few full playthroughs of the campaigns of several of the fighting games that I'm playing. I don't know. Because I don't know how long the campaigns are. I think that they're relatively short. Like, how long would a Tekken campaign be, for example? Is there a campaign in Soul Calibur? I'd assume that there is. Probably Mortal Kombat campaigns. I don't know the first thing about them. Is there a campaign in this game? I don't know the first thing about Granblue, but like this game's kind of fun to play. Is there a campaign in Fatal Fury? I already did one of the campaigns in this. There's probably something to do in this. I don't know. I've been buying a bunch of games here. Has been the case. I'm not too interested in doing the campaign of this one. But I'm racking up quite the library here. Of all sorts of different things. But yeah, so no matter what, I'm definitely busy when it comes to games coming up here. Even though it feels like, okay, there's not too much going on. There's a lot going on. And it's especially for this multi-fighting game and multi-kart racing bracket I want to do at Fragapalooza. That I gotta play at least a little bit of each of the games I'm running first. So I at least know generally how they work, what they look like. I can explain controls to people, all that stuff. So I have a long list of games that I want to do at least a little bit of in the near future. So maybe a lot of my streams coming up here will just be like one off of this game, one off of this game, one off of this game, one off of this game. And I just don't have the time this year that I thought I would have for doing like long RPG adventures like this. I don't feel a bit more iffy on there. I think you'd love a Baldur's Gate 1 playthrough. It's something that I would love to do one day, especially considering it locally made. There's some cool mechanics, like you actually get to save your Baldur's Gate 1 character and keep using it in Baldur's Gate 2 if you want. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat there. And I would like to check out like more games that have been made here. Like another one that I'd like to check out would be the Mass Effect games one day. But I don't have the time for that. Don't have the time for Baldur's Gate. Don't have the time for all these small games I gotta do bits and pieces of. I don't have time for anything, man. I've been trying to do some damage this weekend, hence me streaming Assassin's Creed Valhalla for like 4 or 5 hours, and then that 7-hour stream of a Fire Emblem there. But I feel like I'm barely chipping away at things. And here I initially thought like, oh yeah, I'll start Xenosaga Episode II when I have the proper time. Now it's just gonna turn to this on and off thing where every time you see me play it, the less and less hopes I have for like properly having time for things. And I still feel kind of bad about, I didn't really have ample time when this game first came out to play it. Plus, I was a little bit salty about the whole game keycard thing on Switch 2, that I didn't pick it up on Switch 2. And then during December, Mortis just gifted it to me on Steam, and I was like, oh, I'll play it eventually. But considering I have everything that's going on right now, and this game is like 100+ hour playthrough, I have a hard time seeing when I wedge this in. And I kind of feel really bad because, like, I played the other few Octopath Traveler games, did full playthroughs of them minus the freemium gacha game that this is a remake of anyway. And Mortis gifted this to me, and I haven't even started it yet, and I feel bad, but the moment I start this thing is going to take me a year plus to get through when you consider everything I've got going on right now. Both across, like, game schedule, event organization, and personal life stuff. Like I was briefly mentioning earlier, work has been driving me up the wall lately, and I'm turning in job applications all over the place trying to find, like, any other job that's in my field, pretty much, because I'm trying to jump ship for my current job, basically ASAP, because it's, kind of fucked. So, yeah. Essentially, at my current job, I am being paid the wages of a part-time student to do the work of a senior dev. And that's not exactly fun. And very much learning the, trying desperately to learn a field that I had no background experience in. It's just very, cursed there. Yeah, it really is. And so I've found difficulty in finding time to apply to lots of different jobs. Currently, at my current job, I am working on developing the new examination web front for one of the biggest universities in the city. Which is no small project. No, like, oh yeah, just a little thing for the company here. No, one of the biggest universities in the city. We're making the new examination website for it. And I'm, like, currently the most senior front-end dev there is on the project. We have one new front-end dev that's on it now and is, like, learning the system and, you know, figuring things out as well. But for all intents and purposes, I may as well be considered the senior front-end dev on this project when I've never worked in web development in my life. And yeah, for being paid very little, and I'm not even an employee, so I don't get any benefits. They prefer to have me as a contractor, so it's just my wages and that's it. And yeah, very quite stressful there, so I'm spending a lot of time applying to other jobs too, trying to find something else. But yeah, there's a non-zero chance that that's the university I go to. Look forward to seeing the result. Is it a university that is mainly focused around online? Because if so, it probably is. If it's a university that's mainly centered around in person, then it isn't. Depends on which of the two it is there. But yeah, for reference, Baldur's Gate 1 takes about 30 hours to beat, and the second is comparable. Okay, so, like, meaty, but not, like, forever kind of meaty is the case. I just unplugged my controller then. Then probably isn't. Probably is not, then. Probably would not be. But, yeah. Yeah. So I thought, like, hey, I'm kind of Fire Emblemed out. Let's do something a little bit different. Oh, let's play Xenosaga Episode II. I probably don't have to grind or anything. It's the beginning of the game. I can just get through. Nope. It's the beginning of the game, and it already feels like I have to grind and or learn the systems of this game inside and out. And amidst everything else I have going on, I don't know how much time for that I have. I'll eventually get through this entire Xenosaga trilogy. But right now I'm at a point where it's like, it's happening at some point. No more tonight, I guess. Look at them trophies coming together. Appreciate everybody that tuned in to a stream of Fire Emblem and then a little smidge of Xenosaga at the end here where I made, like, no progress. A little bit of progress. I'm at a point where I can grind if I want to, I guess. I am going to cut up this stream into parts, work on some more of my US taxes, try to get that all done soon. And then I'm going to bed. That was a fun stream, especially loved the intermission. Yeah, just had to completely leave and go to my Oma's place and sort things out over there and run on back. Yeah, quite the intermission there, huh? Alright, I'm out of here. Let's work on some stuff and then go to sleep. And then get to bed at a decent hour tomorrow, technically today because it's after midnight. And get ready for another week of being overworked and underpaid. See you later, nerds.